the rift that happened on Monday between Davido and Wizkid. 30BG and Wizkid FC. Yes. And we have, of course, on-air personality and, well, all-round media communications experts, of course, Debbie.
Media mogul.
Media mogul.
Yes.
Debbie Extra of Max FM. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for waking me this early.
All right, so look at what... This has been on for quite a very, very long time. Some people say 7 years, some people say 10 years. Why is this on? People, at the point, people believe that it was just, how do I put it, publicity stunt.
I think you have to trace it to the genesis of both artists. Yeah. Obviously, Wizkid came out before Davido, and when Wizkid came out, he was next rated. And the following year, Davido came out next rated. So it was just a year difference, but it was enough to ignite some sort of rivalry as to, okay, so what's the next award? I'll win it, or you win your own. I'll win it, or I'm your senior. And that one starts to think like, no, there's no senior in this business. Overtaking is allowed kind of situation. But you know how it is, there will always be that rivalry, regardless. There's nothing anybody will do about it, regardless of how much they try to come up with some sort of, should I say, concord or some sort of peace treaty.
But this has not been settled over the years.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think it will ever be. And I'm not trying to be a prophetess of doom, but it's just expected when you have two big artists dominating the scene, and they have the two of the biggest fan bases in the world. True. It's not just a Nigerian thing anymore. It cuts across the world. So even if the artists don't say anything, the fan bases will always come at each other. That's just it.
But how do you think that we can promote healthy competition between artists? Because, I mean, today it's Wizkid and Davido. Tomorrow it can be Burna Boy and, let's say, Peruzzi Mill. That is very unlikely because Burna Boy is way bigger. But a lot of times we see some kinds of conflict on social media. How can we encourage healthy competition and not taking all the, what they call the dirty laundry to social media?
I think it's part of the music industry and it's not foreign to us. I mean, it's everywhere. Even in the US. Even right now, there's a Drake versus Kendrick Lamar that is currently ongoing. So it's part of the industry. But one thing I just realized is that the biggest beef is not between rappers, it's between two pop artists in Nigeria. It's just amazing. And that's to show you how big the music industry, especially the, should I say the Afrobeat side of the music industry, how big it has, you know, become. So I think rappers, you guys need to step up. The pop artists have taken over.
But, you know, it got to, there are eras in this thing. It got to a point where rappers were doing their thing, like of Snoop Dogg.
MI versus,
I'll try to remember the name, but...
MI versus Vector.
Vector, yes. That's, oh my God.
That died.
That this song really sold. But that died, yes.
Yeah, that died because there was nothing to...
Nothing more to sell.
Yeah.
So why we thank God it hasn't gotten to a point where we now have to fight physically and all of
that. It did happen at some point.
Yeah, but at these times, no. But what does this do to the industry, looking at the fact that young people are coming up?
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's, however you choose to look at it, it's a part of the industry that adds fuel. It adds the spice. A lot of Wizkid fans, for instance, have been sad that their leader doesn't really come out online to, you know, shake anything up. So whenever he does, they're excited. They add more fire to, more fuel to the fire burning. So whether you like it or not, you can never take away that from the industry. As long as there are fans everywhere, they will always want to claim that their stan or their fave is bigger than the other person. So you can never take that away. One thing we just hope that it never, you know, goes to the likes of the Tupac versus Biggie situation where it becomes violence and stuff like that. But this is all banned, and let's hope it stays banned. Let's hope it just stays war of words and not, you know, physical war. That's just what we hope. And we hope that the artists, but I think that they know when to dial it back. That's just one thing I like about them. Davido knows when to, okay, stop talking, or the elders in the industry will probably reach out to both artists. it's enough.
Yeah, Civil challenged Davido to release a song. Both of them released on the same day.
Yeah, on the same day. I think it was Davido challenge.
Davido challenge. Yes.
But that would be interesting to see. That would be interesting.
Well, really?
It was supposed to be yesterday, Friday yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think
anybody really.
I think anybody. You know what's interesting? This happened in the industry. I think One Direction versus Justin Bieber. I think. Yeah. Where One Direction released on the same day and Justin Bieber released on the same day, just to show that I'm a one-man army, and those ones are forming boy bands. So it was interesting. I think Justin won in the US, and I think One Direction won in the UK. So, but this is going to be interesting to see. And you know, artists coming up behind are trying not to replicate that rivalry, because I've seen what's his name, Rema calling for peace. You know, trying to rally around all the younger artists like Fireboy, Omali, that we're one. Trust me, the fans don't like peace. So even if the artists say we are going to work together, the fans will find a way.
You don't found a way to bring in.
The fans need something.
Don Jazzy.
That was actually my next question. What is Don Jazzy's business here? Why are shots fired towards him?
It's called stray bullets. Unfortunately, it hit Don Jazzy. But I feel that Don Jazzy understands the business enough not to react. And he's big. He's bigger than both artists, to be honest.
Funny thing, he hasn't reacted. So when other artists are reacting for him.
They will react on his
Macaroni,
behalf.
Peruzzi, and all of that reacting for him.
And to be honest, I know nowadays we look at influencers as kind of like with a negative perception. But to be honest, Don Jazzy is, if not the biggest influencer on the music scene in Africa, not just in Nigeria. Look at the artists he's churned out over the years. The influence he's had on the entertainment industry overall, not just, even within the comedy space. Don Jazzy is very, very, he's very giving.
Yeah, content creation.
So if you call Don Jazzy, so if you call Don Jazzy an influencer, it's not a bad thing. It's just the way we look at influencers in this part of the world. But Don Jazzy, you can't take away. Even Wizkid knows. He knows where to draw the line. He didn't even name him. He didn't even at him. That's to show that he can't. He knows that if I cross this line, I'm going overboard. So it's just bans.
Maybe at this point, we are, for want of time, we have to go. But we just hope that all of this just will just stays as bans.
Yes, and the fans, please, don't let it go overboard. I think it's the fans that really need to rein in. Yeah. Like, you guys should understand that it's still the music business. So if your fan or your stan, rather, or your fave is, Davido, and you're supporting Wizkid, it doesn't mean you should clash. It just means that you guys can have healthy debate. In terms of numbers, use your statistics, use the numbers to fight. There's no need clashing. Yeah. I saw some people that went to go and look for Wizkid's house.
Yeah, they really
house. They called themselves 30 BG, and that's no. That's
much. So imagine a husband and wife supporting Davido and Wizkid. What's going to happen in the moment?
That night.
Thank you very much, Debbie, for talking to us.
Thank you so much.